Gotta take that time to know all those beer reviews. Here's another one from Front Side Post, Moose Blues. Don't you know I got a feeling deep in my bones? Don't you know it just won't leave me alone? Leave me alone. Front Side Post beer review, talking about that Moose Blues. Good evening, YouTube. This is another Front Side Post beer review with your main man, Johnny J. I'm roving in and out of time here. I felt like since this was going to be a blues episode, let me move on. Ooh, spooky lightning. Spooky lighting here. And now we're back in the Front Side Post beer review area. This is a special segment. Shout out to my main man, Steve, once again with bringing this one through. I got a couple surprises for this one, but let me start off with this by bringing out the shark. Stand by. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. The shark is on the scene. I'm struggling here, bringing it out of my pocket. All right. So like I said, Steve brought this beer by, and, I was like, well, he made a big deal about this Moose Blues. This is another Verzet beer from Belgium. Compliments of De Beer Boom, Rudy. Thank you, my man. I will see you hopefully in February, so we can get this thing rolling, and you can show me your expertise and I'll show you mine. But while we have things settled here in Lons, Belgium, I'd like to bring out a brand new one I'm dying to try. Like I said, this is a very special episode. It's an extremely special episode. So I got some surprises here. I have from Verzet, Moose Blues, weighing in at 7.5%. Now, as a musician, I'm a big fan of the blues. Man, this has got the moose, the cool moose on it, double the glasses, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get the blues, the Moose Blues. And you got the harmonica and the guitar, which I can get down with. And I can't tell what's over here. Chocolate, a big chocolate bar there. So the Verzet collection seems to have a very solid display. Oh, and if you look at the top, I'm looking at music notes and looks like a jug of Canadian maple syrup. Interesting. Got the Moose Blues, and I was at the Canadian market the other day, hanging out. My wife did a very great job for her first time at the Canadian market, doing So Playful Junior, which you should check out. Great sewing books and whatnot, things for children, silent books, all sorts of family stuff. You should check it out, So Playful Junior. I'll plug her later with a card. But, boom, Moose Milk. And this is from the Canadians at the Canadian market. Now, I've had this moose milk, and it is quite delicious. It says moose milk contains dairy, alcohol, spices, and traces of nuts. So, shout out to Moose Milk. But we're gonna go into some Moose Blues here, which looks like it's a dark Belgian ale, a quad, if you will, bread, maple syrup, harmonicas, guitars. It says B Beer King. Maybe like BB King. Okay. Decent array of smoke on the opening. Nice and gentle. I like it. Very sexy. Ooh. Now, I hope that this nose versus the other brew that I had, the Okie Mokie, I hope this is true to form. This is mapley. They weren't lying. Ooh. Beer into a glass. Jesus. I'm excited. It looks like it's gonna pour. Ooh, nice 2-finger head. Oh, still with a quarter of the bottle left. Ooh, that's nice and carbonated. That's a legit 2-finger head. Now we're talking about style and swagger here with this beer. Ooh. Let me get that glass nose on it. Ooh. That smells firm. Doesn't smell as sweet as it did in the bottle. Still getting that cinnamon, still getting that maple syrup, still getting those chocolates, but it's more just pronounced, just a straight up chocolate vibe. I'm gonna dive into this one. Thank you, Steve, Rudy, front side post. Okay, no joke. Chocolate molasses, Moose Blues. They tell you what's in the bottle. It's in the bottle. Maple syrup. There's a chocolate bar. Man, that's dark. That's like the blues, man. That's like the serious blues. Let me put a nose in this again. As my main man Terrence Peters would say, that's double blues. Oh, lovely. That chocolate quad, that's a classic. That is beautiful. I'm gonna do a quick review of the old moose milk here. Typically I don't double up. I'll give you a shout out. Fresh from the Canadian market, this is probably the equivalent of eggnog. And what I've learned about moose milk, not to be confused with Moose Blues, moose milk, harmony, yin and the yang, right? Dark and the light. Moose milk is a term that's been used in military communities in Canada. It's not, if you say moose milk in Canada, people will look at you and be like, what the hell is that? Because there's no such thing. But it is pretty much the equivalent to nutmeg. There's rum in here, there's fruits and nuts and spices, and there's ice cream. So it has, the ice cream kind of gives a different kick, and it's, I'm not really a nutmeg guy, but this is it's like a rum milk. Cheers. Moose milk, the Canadian market. Ooh. There's some mint, shamrock shake. Back to Moose Blues. So, Moose Blues here. Outstanding beer. Tart on the mouthfeel. Beautiful. Great quad. I'm going to give Moose Blues a 9 out of 10. Because I felt bad about shorting the last beer at a 7 out of 10, the Okie Mokie. But thank you, Steve. It's been a great time. I've enjoyed it here, having these beers. Shout out to Rudy. Hey, go Bears. Unfortunately, they got beat by the 49ers, but keep it right, keep it tight, keep it clean, keep it out of sight, and I will see you tomorrow night.